Target's been in the news lately because of its participation in Pride Month. As most people know, Target's been the subject of boycotts and negative press because of its so-called Pride clothing displays. Apparently, Target has been promoting Pride clothing for the past decade. This year, however, they decided to double down, moving the displays to the front of stores and expanded its Pride line in clothing to include something called tuck bathing suits. These bathing suits apparently allow men to wear women's bathing suits by providing a place for men to place their, how do I put this delicately? That allows men to hide their man parts in a special pouch. How's that? These bathing suits were even found in the children's section of the store. Due to the backlash, Target slimmed down the displays and moved the clothing to the back of the store and removed some items. But this is not the news. The news is something that we on the right have always said. The left will eventually run out of Targets and end up eating its own. Target tried to appease the woke mob with its progressive Pride clothing line. Once that position hurt their reputation and profitability, they made changes. After all, Target's responsibility is to its shareholders, not the woke mob. Enter Gavin Newsom of California. Now he's attacking Target for his actions. He accused Target of participating in a systematic attack on the LGBTQ community across the country. In a tweet, Newsom declared that Target CEO Brian Cornell was selling out the LGBTQ plus community to extremists. This isn't just a couple of stores in the South, Newsom declared. This is a systematic attack on the gay community happening across the country. Wake up, America. You are next. Now, Kara, this was actually a brilliant move by Governor Newsom. He attacks Target. He supports the LGBTQ plus community. He tells Americans of all races, genders, and creeds that the man is coming for them, all in the hopes that Californians such as yourself will forget that they must wade through homeless encampments, human waste, and use needles in order to get to their cars to drive to work in the morning so that they have the joy of paying the highest taxes in the nation. Magicians will study the sleight of hand for generations to come. Well done, Gavin. But wait, Kara, there's breaking news about Target. It's now being reported that Target is partnering with a K-12 education group called Gleason, which focuses on getting school districts to adopt policies that will keep parents in the dark about their child's in-school gender transition. When asked about the organization, Target released a statement claiming, quote, Gleason leads the movement in creating affirming and anti-racist spaces for LGBTQIA plus students. We are proud of the 10 plus years of collaboration with Gleason and continue to support their mission. Interesting. Oh, but by the way, over the past week, Target's lost $9 billion with a B of market value, so maybe they wanted to learn something from our friends at Bud Light. Now, let's go from the Midwest to the East Coast. The stupidity does not stop at Target. Let's go to New York City, where shoplifting is particularly bad. In fact, over the last year, shoplifting complaints have increased by 44% to 64,000 complaints in a single year. While things are bad, fear not, Tipping Point viewers. Mayor Adams and Tipping Point's favorite district attorney, Alvin Bragg, are on the case, and they've developed a plan to combat shoplifting. And believe me, folks, this plan belongs on the Mount Rushmore of stupid. The first pillar of the plan is to establish new programs to allow nonviolent offenders to avoid prosecution and incarceration by meaningfully engaging with services to help address the underlying factors that lead to shoplifting. Translated to English, we're going to pay government employees to understand the feelings of shoplifters. Instead of asking a therapy patient why he has daddy issues, government therapists will now ask, so tell me, why did you feel the need to steal the gum and the Doritos? The city is also going to install resource kiosks in stores to connect individuals who are in need to critical government resources and social services. Kara, can't you just see how this works? Two hardened criminals plan a heist where they're going to steal shaving cream, razors, and cigarettes from a store. But then they see the kiosk. They stop. They enter in some basic information and then decide that the caper's not worth pulling off because they've learned that they can participate in midnight basketball programs or they can apply for food stamps. Kara, do you know the one thing this plan doesn't do? It doesn't call for arresting the criminals. There's nothing to talk about increased policing. Have you been to a drugstore in Manhattan recently? I have. Everything, and I mean everything, is encased in plastic that must be unlocked by an employee. Now, Kara, I've always dreamed of having a personal shopper, someone to privately do my shopping for me, but not when I want to buy hair gel and sunflower seeds. It's time to restore some law and order and to stop treating criminals as victims.